parasympathetic nervous system and get time to just recalibrate and give us some time before we move into our weights. And breathing through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you're breathing, I want you to think about welcoming in the new and breathing out the old. And as you breathe out, a sigh, yeah? A nice, a sigh. Let it all out. In, welcoming you, and sigh out the other. From there, ladies, take your index fingers and your thumbs and just place them at the top of the pelvis, and there's just walk forward and back. But every time you're tilting the pelvis forward and back, I want you to think about tightening through those glutes, yeah, tighten right the way up into the tummy muscles. But as you're lifting into that tilted position, as I come up, I'm really thinking about pushing my glutes under, yeah, tilting the pelvis under and glutes follow. Up and forward, and again. All right, now we're going to come into the center, and then we're going to go into side to side. That's it, up and through, side to side. And again, asking yourself, how is this feeling for me today? I've got a busy weekend, and I've got lots of gardening, but it might feel really stiff in this area. So some of the back exercises I'm introducing into the class today are just to help with like non-specific back pain. So basically, you're not diagnosed with anything. You know, it's just general feelings, stiff and aching. All right, so now the other way. There we go. Okay, one more time. So let's loosen off that spine. So just roll it down into your extension and then into your flexion. And again, coming away into an extension and then into flexion. Let's do two more. That's one and then chin to chin. So this is your last one. Okay, chin to chest and roll it out. And shoulders back and down, pendulum arms. Take the right arm up, follow it down. So pendulum or scissors, whatever we want to call it. So as I'm taking the arm back, I'm slightly pushing back. Push back. So I'm not hyperextending the spine. I'm just loosening off those shoulders. One more. Last one. Now leave the right arm down and then bring the left down. Take your arms into a lateral abduction. Turn your palms up to the ceiling and then rotate. Right side and then left side. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave the arms open, then I'm going to bring it up and over and down. Then my top arm comes over and then my left arm comes down towards my knee. Still keeping those hands in the same position. Yeah. So as I come up, the palms are up to the ceiling. I'm going to rotate. Okay, then I'm going to go into a side bend over to my right. Then I'm going to rotate left. And then I'm going to side bend over to my left. And again, slowly rotate. And then a side bend. And then we do a rotation. And then we do a side bend. You've got it. Okay. Flip the palms and then bring them forward. And open, yeah, bring them forward and open. Give me two more. So loosen off the shoulders and open back. And again, loosen off and open back. We're going to take the right arm over the top and then the left arm over. So a nice stretch right the way into the side of the back and into the lats and into lower back too. Lovely stretch. Over the top. One more. Now bring the palms together. I'm going to stretch out those hands. So stretch out all the tendons on the inside in your forearm. So I'm pressing into my right hand and then I'm going to press into my left hand. Yeah, and again. So I'm pressing into my right and then press into my left. Then I'm going to place the hands together. I'm going to turn them, stretch the fingers. I'm going to lift up to the top. I'm going to open the arms, and then I'm going to bring the palms together. And again, so I push 1, lift up 2, open 3, close 4. And again, 1, lift up 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Now open your arms. We're going to take the right arm around like a halo, and then the left arm around like a halo. Yeah, so we're doing a single arm halo around and halo around. Lovely. Now together, halo and out. Yeah. And again, halo and out. Lovely. Hands down to the side of your side bend. Just waking up the upper body. And through. Okay. All right. Just circle around on the right arm and then the left arm. And try to get them going at the same time. So it's rather than stopping and starting, just keep it moving. All right, then go into a side bend. Over, over. So slow the speed down on the side bend, and then I have to go back, yeah? So we're going to go back, that's it. And we go back, 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 back. One more time. Leave the right arm, the left arm comes down, side bend. 1. And 2, 3. Now we're going to start to move those legs. They've been in that position. All right, before we do, let's just take our hands to the side of our head. Now I'm going to go into rotation first. So this is just some back exercises for non-specific back pain. So it's just when you're feeling stiff, and then over to the side. Right? And again. Come down as far as feels good for you. Now I'm going to rotate on my right. I'm going to rotate on my left. I'm going to do a side bend right. And I'm going to do a side bend left. Okay. I'm going to rotate to my right. I'm going to side bend to my right. I'm going to rotate to my left. And I'm going to side bend to my left. Okay, one more time. So, rotation. Down, yeah, rotation, and down. Lovely. I'm going to lift up my right knee, and then my left knee. Now as I lift, I'm just going to bring the elbow down towards the knee. That's it. Down we go. So you're just little standing crunches, yeah, crunch, and crunch, and crunch. Now take your arms down. And now we're just going to go into an abduction. As I go into an abduction, I'm just going to take the arm away into a lateral raise, a movement that we'll be doing through the class today. All right, there we go. 2 more, 1 and 2. Now I'm going to change this to an extension. So hip extension, let's just lean into it. Lean in. And again, so 1 and then 2. Now let's go back to a knee raise, but I'm going to touch the knee with my hand, yeah? There we go. There we are. Touch and touch. 1 and 2. Now out to my side. Out to my side. 2 and 3 and 4. And then into a hip extension. Up. That's it. Raising the muscles in the bottom and a little tilt forward. Now, this is where it's going to change. I'm going to bring my right knee in, and then I'm going to take it out to the side. Yeah, so in 2 movements. So 1, 2, right? The other side. Then I'm going to add in. So it's 1, and then side. And again, so touch and side. All right, we've got a hip extension to put in as well, but I'm going to add that in to each side. So we're going to end up doing all the exercises on one side of the body and then the other. Shall we try it? So it's across, and then it's out, and then 2 hip extensions. 1 and 2. Other side. 1, tap, 2, 2 hip extensions. 1. And 2. Should we do that one more time? Oh, I like this one. 1 and 2. 2 hip extensions. 3 and 4. And then the other side. 1, tap, out to the side, lean into it, 1 and 2. Open the arms and take them together and open. Okay, now take your feet out a little bit wider and then bring your right arm across. Now, as you do, you're just going to turn through. Yeah, so there's a little turn of the hip. Turn. That's it. 1 and 2. Let's do back of the hands together. So we do the back of the hands together for 2. All right. And then I'm going to turn the hip. So that's 1 side and 2 sides. Wonderful. Take your arms down. Circle them around, ladies. 1 and 2. Okay. From the top. Open your arms, palms to ceiling. Okay. Come down over to your right side. Then you're going to rotate and forward. And then down onto your left side. And then rotate. So this time I've changed it by doing a side bend first, followed by a rotation rather than the other way around. Side bend and rotation. Okay, back of the hands, 2, 1, and then 2. Now you're going to take the stretch above. So you're going to come over the top. And 2. And then again, scoop it. 1. And again, 2, and back, take it over the top, and over the top. Lovely. Slide down the thighs, coming into an extension, and then your flexion. And again, go away into an extension, and flexion. I want to do 2 more, and then I'm going to do 2 thread like a needle on either side. So it's great for rotation through our mid-back, yeah, into the thoracic cavity. All right, now drop it through and then lift it up. Yeah, and again, drop it through and lift it up. Now, take your hand onto the thigh and roll it up. I'm going to come onto the other side in a moment. Bring your hands together, push, lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Halo round right, halo round left, and then both together for 2. 1 and 2. Roll it down to the sides. Left arm, 2 thread like a needle. 1, lift up. 2, lift up. Hands onto the thigh. And then just wag your tail side to side. Lovely. Stop in the center, chin to chest, and then we roll it up. And shoulders back and down. Step back in so your feet are underneath your hip bones. Let's go back to our leg sequence. So right knee, tap, and then to the side, and then 2 hip abductions. 1 extension, sorry, my fault, and then the other side. So that's 1, tap down, 2, tap, 3, and 4. Lovely. Hand side of the head. Let's go into a little rotation first, and then into a side dip. Yeah, and then the other side. Your rotation and side dip. 1 more time each side. So really getting the back moving. As I said, not for anybody, these exercises are just general, right? For just people who have a stiff back. Release the hands, roll it down. I'm going to go all the way to the floor this time. Let's roll all the way to the floor. If you don't get there and you're only this today, it doesn't matter, ladies. That's what's good for you. Inhale, exhale, and roll. Shoulders back and down. Take the right arm up, take the left arm up, reach over, then to the other side. And then bring your arms down and circle the shoulders. Right, and then the other side. So I come up 1 and 2. I go left side first. I started on my left arm and then over to the other side. I bring the arms down and I circle the shoulders. Lovely. Ladies, take 1 hand weight, all right? Just 1 hand weight to begin with. You will need to, so just bring your other down with you. All right, so one hand weight. So it's heavy, and I know you may have a selection of weights. I know when you come into class and you bring weights, you're only bringing, you know, that one set. If you've got, you know, heavier weights at home, then try it. Keep a selection around you, because you will find that some exercises are easier with a lighter weights. Yeah, and then you think, oh, I need to change it. So let's do that side bend. So what we did earlier, I had both hands at the side of the head. Let's just do it on one. Yeah, so I'm adding, because we've got a little bit of weight now. This is 3 kilos. Yeah, so just a little bit of weight. All right, I'm going to do 4 more. So I'm working, even though the weight's in my right hand, I'm working the left side of my body. Yeah. 3. Well, I'm sorry, that's 2, and then 1. Now I'm going to leave the weight where it is. The weight is facing towards my thigh, and I'm going to leave up and lower. Yeah. I'm not moving any other part of my body. I'm just coming up into a front hammer raise and lower. Yeah, up and lower. And try not to kind of swing. Yeah, so it's up and lower. Again, nice connection, core connection, glutes tight. And again, lift and lower. And again, lift and lower. And I'm going to place the weight into both hands. I'm going to come up into a little bicep curl. It is my little bicep. I'm going to lift it to the top. I'm going to take it back down into a tricep. I'm going to lift it up, back hip elbows in and bicep curl down. Yeah, and again, so it's up into bicep, lift to shoulders, down into triceps, back up to the top, elbows in and lower. Lovely. And again, so 1, 2, down we go, lift, elbows in and lower. And again, up, 2, 3, and up to the top, in and lower. Take the weight into the left hand and bring the right hand now to the side of the head. And we're going to just lower it down. Now the work is on the right side of your body. Yeah, all the way into those internal and external obliques. So if we do this enough, and really this is where you want a heavy weight, ladies. Yeah, this is too light for all of us. This is where you want to go as heavy as you can. So this is where it works on the up, yeah? So you want this. It depends on your weights, yeah, on the shape of them. I know mine I can put together, yeah, and I can hold 2 weights. Again, depends on the size of your hands as well. Okay, up to the top. We're going to go into a front raise and just keep the elbow slightly bent. So you're not locking out the elbow, because you don't want issues on the elbow, do you? And if you've opened my email from Saturday with the newsletter, and if you haven't, please have a look at it, because it's a part in there which I've been following through the course that I've been doing, Thrive, and I've been following Dr. Benjamin Bacon, who talks about weights and how we should be doing this every single day. Yeah, not 2 or 3 times a week, not the first week of the month, every single day. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take the weight into both hands, and I'm going to come up to my shoulders, and I'm going to lift. Then I'm going to come back and down in towards my chest and lower. Then I'm going to do a little squat down. If you don't want to do a squat, you could just do a little calf raise, yeah? So you could come up and lower, yeah? Or you do your squat, all right? So it's up to you. So it's up, 2, 3, and 4, down to 2 little squats, yeah? And again, all 2 calf raises, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 squats down. We'll do one more time. 1, 2, stretch as far as you can. 3 and 4, 2 squats down. Okay, let's take both weights now. Let's take both weights into our hands. And you're going to step back onto that right leg, yeah? So I'm a split stance, yeah? This is where I am, I'm here, all right? Now, from this position, you're just gonna do a little bend to the knee. Now look, it's a tiny, I don't even wanna call it a lunge. Look how low, yeah? If I was lunging, I would come much, much lower. All I'm doing, notice I'm keeping my body upright, yeah? Body stays upright. So I'm not pushing my weight into my front knee. And this is where a lot of people get knee issues because they're kind of doing this, yeah? Kind of just a little split, like a staggered squat almost, yeah? Got added weight here into our weights at the side of us. One more time. Okay, I'm going to step that foot back in and I'm going to come down into a little suitcase squat. If you don't want to do a squat, just do some calf raises, yeah? I'm going to do this for 4. That's number 2. That's number 3. And then that's number 4. Okay, I'm going to step back on my left, stand up nice and tall, drop the back knee and lift. It's just a little bend. I'm not dropping it to the floor. I'm not doing a deep lunge. Yeah, no deep lunges. 2 more. 1 and 2. And then close back in and give me 2 suitcase squats. That's 1 and 2. I'm going to take the legs out wide. I'm going to bring the weights around in front of me. I'm going to do a sumo squat. The toes are turned out slightly, and there I open through the thigh. So I now hit the inner thigh, yeah? Down into that inner thigh. Right, lovely. So 1, 2, 3, and lift, yeah? 1, 2, 3. So on that third one, you really feel it's pulling you down, pulling you to the floor, and lift. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Stay in this position. Bring the weights down to the floor. Okay, I'm going to walk forward. Walk it forward, walk it out. Hold it there. Walk it back in. The weights up. And stand up. All right, and again. Drop it down, low sumo. Walk your hands away from you. Lift your right arm. Lift your left arm. You can always drop to the knees and then walk back in. Bend the knees, hold the weight, sumo squat and lift up. Well done, ladies. Okay, so that's 2 little walkouts. I'm going to do an upright row on my right and an upright row on my left. Okay, and again, upright row and the other side. That's it. So notice the weight is coming up towards my chest and I'm still staying up nice and tall. Lift and lift. Let's do 2. Let's do them both together. So up and lower. I don't need to come up too high. Don't need to come up too high. Just up towards my chest. About there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go back and move my feet back in slightly, a little bit too wide. Back into a sumo for 1 and 2. Okay. 2 upright rows. 1, 2. Back into a sumo for 2. 1. Now on my second one, I've only done 1.5. I'm now going to walk the hands away from me. Okay, now you can drop to your knees if you want to. Notice the legs are out wide. You're going to touch the left shoulder and then touch the right shoulder, sorry. And again, so lift and lift. Walk the hands back in, walk in, and then hold on to your weights. And then from there, lift them up and back to the top. Walk your legs in. So now you're back up into a tall position. And we're going to pull it up into a bicep curl and lower. So look at how I'm doing. I'm doing a hammer curl and down. So notice the elbows are in to my waist, right, and through. So notice I've just done a tiny little, that's a rotation on the corner. If you don't want to do a rotation, let's come straight up. Yeah, straight into hammer. Show you from the side. all I've done is brought it up, not done any rotation. It's up to you guys. I mean, you're working through the bicep. I prefer a hammer position than a traditional, yeah? So let's try the traditional. So turn it and lift it, yeah? And lower. And the other side. Now I suffer because I'm hypermobile with my joints, yeah, my elbows, and this really aggravates me, yeah, really aggravates into the elbow joint, right into the tennis, golfer's elbow, golfer's elbow inside. And yeah, so it may, if you're hypermobile, it may feel like for you. So I'm much more comfortable personally, got less pressure through the wrist. I can pick up heavier weights than what I could if I was working with the traditional bicep curl. So this is much kinder for all of us, and especially if you've got all that horrible carpal tunnel syndrome, you've got aches and pains in your wrist, and the last thing you want to do is load them. Yeah, okay. And again, so this is far more comfortable. I'm now going to take the weights just to the side of me. Notice I've pushed my palms back, and I'm going to push the arms back. Yeah, we're going to push back. So I'm hitting the back of the shoulders and the triceps, yeah? Hitting them through. Now I'm going to change this in a moment, and I'm going to cross them over at the back. So, my hands in this position, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross, yeah? So, I'll show you from the back. So, open, cross. So I'm not coming up into a full lateral raise. I'm just coming up to about 45 degrees, yeah? I'm squeezing back those shoulders, yeah? Back we go. All right, lovely. Now push back. That's it. Push back. Push it back. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're done. You should get slightly breathless then. Taking your weights up. I'm going to do a closed grip shoulder press. Okay. Not here, right? So I'm there. I'm going to lift up to the top, and then I'm going to lower down. Yeah. Again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. So notice I've kind of keeping my elbows are not flying out. They're lifting into a close press and lowering. So now I'm hitting the front of the shoulder, right into the anterior deltoid. Yeah, so as I'm taking it into, if I was to turn the weights out, which I will in a moment, I'm going to hit the medial deltoid. When we took the weights behind us and we crossed behind us, we're going into the posterior deltoid. So we're hitting the 3 heads. Now, palms to me, wide shoulder press. Now, I start hitting the medial, right? This is my last area, so the last head of my shoulder. So I've done anterior, I did started with posterior, I did anterior, and now I'm doing medial. So if you want a really nice shoulder shape, yeah, you want to really hit those 3 heads. So doing this is great, but you really want a definition in the front of the shoulder and at the back. Okay, unilateral. So 1 and 2. That's it. 3 and 4. 4 baby pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 3, 2. Look at my arms, they're wide. Some of you are here. Yeah, some of you are doing this. Wide. Last one. 1. This is your last one. Don't give up. Don't give up. I know you're in your own house. You could turn the camera off at any time, but you're not going to. Lift both. 1, 2. This is where you've got your ache now. This is it, ladies. Come on. Right. And now you're going to do 4 little pulses. We're done. No, we've got 4 little holds, haven't we? 2, 3, 4. Second. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Bend the knees, take the weights down, open the arms, and relax forward and back. That's it. Forward and back. The arm over the top. Oh, then our arms feel nice and light without those weights. And again. All right, guys, let's go down on the mats. So, arms down, taking your weights to one side. Grab your mini ball. Okay. Now we're going to save, just at the end of the class, just a couple of minutes, little thought for the week. All right, so it's just quite a tough class, so you'll do a nice little relaxation at the end, what you deserve after this. And hopefully, ladies, that you have the recording from me or ask for it at a later date, but it's something that you can sort of dip in and out of in your own time. Yeah. And if you're away, you can get it on your phone, you can get it up on your iPad, whatever, and you could do it in your caravan or, where your tent or wherever you are, your hotel room. Okay, let's roll it down. I wish I was with you in person though, especially in these exotic places. Okay, there we go. Pushing down into those heels and then coming up onto those toes and back onto those. Okay. And one more time. Lift and lift. Let's press down onto the knees and then down onto the floor. We're going to come into it. Take the mini ball for support. It's there. Okay. I'm going to lean back onto the mini ball. I'm going to lean it back. Now I'm going to take the weights. Now you're going to choose one, or do you want two? Right. Now I'm going to bring the weights together, and I'm going to bring them just by my chest. I'm not leaning them on my chest. Yeah, they're just away. So I'm still working through the shoulders, the arms. So I'm going to come back into half a roll back, and then I'm going to lift up. Yeah. Back into half a roll back, and lift up. That's it. You've got it. So the ball is supporting me. I can push away and up from the ball as I come up into it. That's it. Back we go. And lift. Back we go. And lift. How's that feeling, ladies? Good. You don't need to move far. Yeah, so you're on one weight or two. I'm going to go into a Russian twist. We're going to come up and come over to the side. Yeah, so I'm taking the elbow, dig down. I want to make this harder. You can extend the opposite leg. That's a bit harder. So you're working through the quadricep. Great for knee rehab. You're strengthening the muscles around the knee. And this is called our Russian twist. All I've done is added on a leg extension. Yeah. Okay, I'm still going to stay on the twist. All right, two more. One. Last time. And two. Lovely. I'm going to bring the weights away. I'm going to take the ball away, still staying on the twist. I'm going to come down, hands at the side of the head. I'm going to bring my opposite elbow to my opposite knee and twist. And twist. Yeah. Twist. Again, what we did when we were standing, exactly the same on the floor. 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, be there, 2, 1, and relax. Knees into the chest. That's a hard one, especially when you've come out of a Russian twist. Okay. All right, go back to your weights, of your weights. There. And just place the weights just on your tummy, right? Holding on to your weights. And then just lift up into a little bridge. Yeah, and lower. That's it. Little bridge. And lower down. And again, squeeze. And lower. 4 more. 1, I'm going to combine a chest press with this. And 2, again, so lift up, squeeze at the top. 3, last time. and 4. Now, come all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down, taking your weight, yeah, so they're at the side of you. So they're pressing down into my upper arm. I'm going to lift them up to the top, so knuckles to ceiling and lower down. Okay, knuckles to ceiling and lower. Now, rather than staying, so lower body is just resting, isn't it? Yeah, and I'm not doing anything. The abs are not contracted. I'm in a neutral spine position. It's nice and comfortable. Now we could make it harder, couldn't we? Just by taking the legs up, you're now engaging the muscles within the core. So how about we do a leg extension? So I could do a leg extension as I take the weights up. If the extension's too much, I could do a tap down, and maybe do a tap down. If we're feeling super strong, we could do a double tap down. Yeah, double tap down. So you're still continually working the upper body. Or we're feeling even extra strong, we could do a double leg extension. Yeah, double leg extension. Wow, that's hard with a chest press. Let's finish on the double leg extension with chest press. And we've got one more. There we go. Bring it in. Take the weights to the side of you. And just hug those knees to your chest. Cross your feet and then rock it off side to side. And then whatever way you cross, over the other way, and then side to side. Lift your head, neck and shoulders, come away and lift up. Come to the front. I'm going to bring my right knee into my chest. I'm going to circle the ankle. Yeah, circles. And then I'm going to point and flex. And then I'm going to hold it there and take it across. Right hand behind, left arm, and then just look behind you. Just stretching out that glute. Sit up nice and tall, ladies. Nice and tall. And then back. Okay, bring the left knee in, and then just circles to start with. Then a point and a flex. Right, and then you pop it over. Take the right arm, get the weights out of the way, and then just stretch it into it. It's a windy day. Doesn't help we've got windows over the other side of the house. It's like a wind force in here. Okay, ladies, I'm just going to finish just a couple of minutes. Just get yourself comfortable. Sit down, lie down, whatever you want to do. And it's not long, all right? If you want to switch your camera off and go and get on with your day, then you can. But I'm talking 2 minutes, yeah? Two minutes, 3 minutes. I'm even going to keep the music on as it's just to give you thoughts for the week. Okay, so we're going to close your eyes and let's focus on the week ahead. Be aware of you, your body, your breath. Give yourself permission to let go of any stress or tension. Just let it go. Let it leave your body. Welcome in the new energy. Welcome in a new sense of calm and peace. And just as you're seated, place your hand to your heart, only if you want to, just your hands at the side. And breathe in the new. Sigh. and breathe out the O. So take a moment of gratitude. Thankful that we are able to do our Pilates today. Doing something for our body, our mind and soul. Let's be thankful for our bodies this beautiful day. Be thankful for all our blessings in our life, our loved ones, our friends and family, for our health, for our worth, but most of all, be grateful for ourselves. Release your hands, breathing apart. Move yourself around. And then come into a little extension.